What is up, guys? This is the Mad Review. I want to give you all my rundown and my take. And believe it or not, this is coming from a Socom vet. And I would love, before I say all this stuff, I would love no more than to be able to come on here and tell you that this is a true successor to Socom. But I can't say that. As much as it actually breaks my heart to tell the actual truth. That's what I like to do. I like to spit the truth, and I know this video is going to get thumbs down because there's so many people that want this game to succeed. But guys, this is not Socom. This is a company's rendition of trying to get this game to be like a Socom, and it's just hard to do. It's going to be hard for them to get this game into the actual replacement. I'm looking for the words here because I'm speaking from the heart. It's going to be hard for them to get this game that they call HHOUR to match Socom of the past. And you see a lot of it looks like a Socom type game, but it's not. It's just not Socom. It could be the maps. It could be because it's on PC. It could be because the controller doesn't feel right. And that's something I want to stress to you guys. We got a lot of guys who's playing with keyboard and mouse players. And I have no beef with you guys, okay? Now this is recorded live, but I kind of wanted to go over this with you guys, the guys who don't have it, who's curious, who's wondering. If you give me a thumbs down, that's your prerogative. But, I'm entitled to mine. This is my channel, and I'll say whatever the hell I want to say. All right, let's go off first. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it with the AK-47. It's hard to have a precise aim with this game. And I'm not saying that it's something that they can't fix. But, it needs a lot of work. This game needs at least another good year of development. It's at that point. It's not at full potential. This game is absolutely not at full potential. It has the grenade arc. That is amazing. Great. I'm glad it has that. There's a few things I love about this game, that they're actually moving in the right direction. The controls. I didn't even get a pop shot at dude. But most of the time you'll see people, you'll get dropped with one bullet, and that's all cool. That's fine. That doesn't irk me. But I think what gets me the most, and it really upsets me, and this is all fault because it's on PC, you're kind of playing, it's unfair. And you can say I'm crying, you can, whatever you want to do. But you go into a PC game that people who are skilled, now it takes skill to use a keyboard and mouse. I'm going to give them that. But when the controller, the dead zone feels so screwed up, and I know you can say go into the settings and tweak this, tweak that. I've tried multiple ways of tweaking, and this is the best result I've got. And it's hard to actually aim with the controller. Now I'm using the PlayStation 4 controller. I have tried an Xbox 360 controller. It doesn't help. It's like it's just too damn. It's too wild. It's not accurate enough. It doesn't have the precision controls. There's a lot of things that to me are missing. And, one of them is the controller. The best thing about what they could have done and should have done is focus more on a controller based. And I don't know if there was a way to make this controller only game, but it should have came out on PlayStation 4 first. It should have been a PlayStation title. I know they're trying to get it there, but it's not. And that's something they have to actually work on and look at and get all these sponsors, get this, get that, and I get that, I get that, but it's falls short, to me. This game is actually fallen short. There may be a time, in a month, 2 months, where this game, in 6 months, maybe a year, where this game will be, will be a Socom type. See, I'm getting shot by somebody, but will be a Socom type title. But as of right now, I'm not seeing it. And there's the enemy. Now watch me try to aim at this guy. Right? Watch. Look at this. And I mean, I'm a skilled player. I was able to kill that guy, but it just feels so. What's the word I'm looking for? I know there's an enemy here. Now watch him and try to mess this guy up. Let's see if I can get him. That should have got him. It got him. And I mean, I hate to actually, diss the game because it has potential, but it's just, it needs a lot. You know what I mean? It needs a lot. And of course it's alpha. But some of the maps just feel funky. They don't feel Socom-ish. This map here has a Socom style look, and I'll be criticized, and I'm sure, there's going to be more people leaving negatives than positives more than likely, and, that's your prerogative. But I know what's my prerogative. Like here on this map, they're fucking opening up, shooting on me before I can even get to the first freaking house. That's fucking ridiculous. And, it's sad, that it's on PC. It's sad. This thing should have came to console, and that's where it should have started. And I'm getting shot, I guess, in the back. There's no hit marker indicators, no enemy firing lines on the screen. There's a lot of stuff that's missing, and, it shouldn't be missing. Let's see, and I'm just, when you play with a controller, man, it's just, you're screwed. So if you play this game and you have a controller, you're at the mercy. And I know there's going to be guys who say, man, I play all day with the controller and it's awesome. Don't kid yourself. Just do not come in here with that, because, you're fooling yourself. There's no reason to fool yourself. It needs work, and it may get there. And you may get a kill, and, you may think, oh, man, yeah, this is the shit. Don't fool yourself. It's just as simple as that. Now, I haven't made a video in a while because I was trying to wait until they got the patch. They've done several patches. And yeah, it's been improvements, and and it's moving in the right direction. But as of right now, does this feel like Socom to me? It looks like Socom, but it does not feel like Socom, and that's the truth. It just does not feel like a Socom game, and it's sad. It is sad, and Sony, realistically, you need to lay the blame at the right people. You had Seth Luisi, you had Sony, you had Zipper, you had, and my own opinion, Slant 6, before they closed down or whatever, they were a good studio. With what they did with Confrontation, I think that was the closest thing we've had, and I'm not saying it was a true, genuine Socom, but that was the closest thing we had to a Socom game since PlayStation 2, Socom 2. That was the closest thing. And now, we've got guys that's, we're grabbing at straws. We really are, and it's cool that this development team is trying to put together a Socom game. I give them props. It's nice to know that someone's trying to do something for the Socom community, but at the same time, it's got a long ways to go. I mean, it has a long ways to go. And, you know, whether you agree or disagree with me, what makes a game fun, you know, is not just because it looks like something, but because it has the game modes, it has the right maps. I mean, you know, I can never remember a Socom title, you know, one that I liked, where you could run right here, like I'm having to jump around, you know, just so these guys don't fucking kill me while I'm coming out of spawn. And, I mean, these people are fucking dying, like, left and right. And I'm trying to fucking peg this guy, right? And I guess every bullet I shot just missed him, even though I had red hit indicators on him. But, you know, again, it's a beta. And, you know, it is what it is. And I'm trying to play with the controller. And it's very contrary. It's not fluid enough. You know, they need a lot more controller work. It needs a lot more controller work. And that's what I'm going to harp on. That's what I'm going to say to my subscribers. Man, and like I said, I hope that they get this game figured out. I hope they get it, you know, where it needs to be. It needs to be on the PlayStation. It does need work still. Look at that fucking shit. Oh my God. But it still needs work. It needs some major freaking work. And, you know, it's coming. I mean, it's coming, but it's got a long ways to go. And, you know, map design is very critical in Socom. And the way I'm looking at it right now is this is the closest map to a Socom game, you know, that they have. And, you know, it's ridiculous. But with that being said, guys, I mean, you know, much love to the Socom community. If you're like me and you're a vet of Socom and you're curious and you're wondering, if you want something close, this will probably give you a close fix. But as far as a true, genuine Socom, you know, it's not. This feels like the Walmart brand Socom. You know, if you're looking for the genuine Nike brand Socom, this ain't it. And I mean, you know, and I hate to sound like a dick, and, you know, I hate to come off, you know, being all negative, but, you know, I believe in the truth, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I've been upset with, you know, I'm trying to be patient, you know, with the company, because I know that it takes a while to do these things. And I'm not saying that it'll never happen. I can done see they're working on the details of things. And it needs, you know, right now I think what they really need to work on is more controller support. It needs it badly. It just feels foreign. And, you know, I think that's what, look at this guy up here, fucking just dropping me, man. Look at that. But yeah, and you know, it's hard to come up with the right words, you know, and, you know, I don't care to hurt your feelings. I mean, I don't care, you know, my remembering Socom and my remembering of the greatness, my remembering of the clanness, of all the friendly, great times in Socom. I'm not saying that this couldn't one day do that, but I will say right now that this is the generic brand. Maybe it's the closest thing we got, and that's sad. You know, Sony should have really continued the Socom franchise. Socom 4, you were a freaking turd. That's all I can say. And whatever happened, here's another piece. I'm trying to get all my Socom stuff out while I can, because I'm probably not going to do a whole lot more with HHOUR until they do some good updates to it, and it needs several. But I'm probably going to lay off of it until they get the controller support in, and make it where you could tweak it and set it just like it's supposed to be. Because when you go in here and you're against the keyboard mouse player, I mean, it's unfair. It's really unfair. So they should have just done it, and that didn't happen. So with that being said, this has been the Matter Review. Please hit that like button, hit the dislike button, share it with your friend, share it with your brother's mother, share it with your baby mama, share it with anybody. Till next time, guys, peace out.